group for education, educating people on what's happening and how to be effective when you're protesting, when you're making signs, when you're out in the community. We have a public relations working group and a media working group, a buy local working group, and any that I'm missing? If this is your first time here, or if you are not part of a working group and you would like to be, please talk to Kathy and she will get your information and put you on the list. We do want to have everybody working within the group and participating if you so desire. Okay. Education, facilitation.
Teachers, yeah. There you go.
Okay. Thank you. One more thing. Over on the food table, we have some brochures that have been printed out with information and also business cards. They're Occupy cards. On the back, they have room for your name and your phone number. Please feel free to take some of those and pass them out to your friends. It's an easy way to get the important information out to people that you're talking to. With that, does anybody start with the working group?
Right.
Can I give it to you?
Sure. I'm Karen Ramage, and I'm the point of contact for the Buy Local group. And I don't know if the other members are here. Charlie or Tina or Mike.
Tina.
Cool. Hi.
Hi, Ken.
We haven't had, for the rest of you, we haven't had a chance to actually meet yet. We've talked on the phone a couple of times and that kind of thing, but we plan on hopefully being able to meet after this meeting and everything. So, and Kathy's given us some ideas, and we have, I put up a little to-do list, agenda kind of thing on the discussion page for working groups.
Excellent.
And everything, so.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
So there's a discussion going on the tricities.org forum.
Yeah, and yeah.
So if you wanted to add somebody to the local, Buy Local thing.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to join it, just, feel free. And if you have any ideas, you can go on to that spot. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You keep going.
Okay. It's mainly we want to support our local business people, and so
Buy, B-U-Y.
yeah,
local.
B-U-Y. And so what we're going to do is Kathy wound up contacting the Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce to see if we could get a list from them. They basically said they already have it on their website, and so you can go there and look to see who is part of the Chamber of Commerce businesses. But there are also local businesses listed in the Yellow Pages. But what we want to do is contact local business owners and tell them that we support them and that we want other people to support them as well. To buy local, support our local community, and that kind of thing. So we're looking to make connections with the local businesses that way.
Are you also going to be looking at local or American-made products?
Yeah, Buy USA and that kind of thing. That's yeah. Well, but like I said, our group hasn't actually had a chance to talk. Those are just some ideas that I had, and Kathy had, and I'm sure that the other working group members will have some other great ideas for supporting local businesses and items made in the USA and that kind of thing.
And one of the things you're doing is creating a criteria for
Oh, yeah, okay. We're going to kind of develop a definition or criteria for what we will consider is a local business, how one qualifies to be a local business that would qualify for our support of them. We'll put them on the website, and then we're also going to put together a statement that can be emailed out to businesses so that they can then respond and say, yeah, we want to be part of it, we want to be listed on your website, and that kind of thing.
Just so everybody knows, it was reported on, I think, Good Morning America last month, that if every American was to spend just $15 a month buying an American-made product, we could create 250,000 jobs a year. I think that's important to realize, because in a time when we are really struggling to find work for everybody, it's not just the employer's responsibility to hire, but it's also our responsibility to purchase the products that are being made here. So, thank you for that. Next point, person of contact.
I'd like to. My name is Charles Beckenhauser, and I'm a teacher. My wife is here. We're full-time teachers, and the Washington Education Association, and especially the Southeast branch, not especially, but we're starting now to organize informally. That is, we're actually getting together and identifying ourselves as union members, and very, very much in support of this. The governor, in her proposal last year, over the last couple of years, she took $2 billion from education. Now, in just a 2 weeks, she wants to take another $1 billion. And if those proposals go through, the effect of that on education is absolutely staggering. Go Google the governor's proposal, look under education, and you'll see. Now, it's in steps. They hope they're putting it off as long as they can. But if they're not able to work with those people in the legislature that absolutely will protect the rich at all costs, then you're going to see serious cuts. What you've seen so far is nothing. I mean, really, it's nothing. And this, the overall idea, and again, there's nothing official. It's like the Occupy Wall Street. It's not a hardcore list, but the idea of equality, of absolute equality, that seems to be, the central tenet. So when 1% literally make 40% of the profits in this country, 1%. And 400 people have the income of the bottom 50% of the country. And if you other statistics, it's really staggering. It's absolutely staggering. Capitalism does not equate to democracy. Democracy has to be the dominant feature over capitalism. You cannot be allowed to make all the money that you could possibly make. Like Michael Moore said, when an American business has a good profit, they don't have the right to move their jobs overseas so they can make more profit and their executives can make more money at the literal expense of the American middle class. So you're going to see hundreds of teachers come down here. You're going to see hundreds. This is just starting. Yeah, put me down. It's okay, because there'll be others too. There's going to be a bunch. Like I said, it's unofficial, but those we had a meeting just a few days ago. We're meeting now on a regular basis. This is just the beginning. And so please, I gave you my personal card, some information on it. Please do contact me. And I'll get it to everybody else.
Can I just add something to that? I know if everybody's read the paper about how there's school districts are all talking about renewing their levies, and they're in a conundrum right now because they don't know how much to ask for.
Yeah.
So we're looking at probably having to pay even more for levies, and they're saying that we'll still be seeing an increase in class size. That's just right here.
Real quickly before we open the floor, we are going to open the floor for everybody here. Is there another working group that has something to report?
I do.
Okay.
All right, hi everybody. My name's Brian Newbold. I'm the media guy. Any videos that you guys have that are interesting, I want you to send my way because I edit, and I want to put together something that we can send to the Young Turks, the Occupy Wall Street movement, the Anonymous movement. If you don't know what any of one of those are, look them up. They are with us. for lack of a better term. Now, last weekend I was out here and I mentioned that the media attention that we've gotten here in this town has been paltry at best. And last week when we were here, it was completely non-existent. Now, I mentioned that what we need to do is we need to call all of these media, all of the local media. If it's something that is reporting news, you need to call them and ask them why they're not covering this, why they're not doing this. And I mean, you need to hammer them. All right, now I said this last week, and I asked my news director Monday afternoon how many phone calls he may have gotten, and he did not get a single one.
That's what you don't have to say. Would you be willing to put points of contact with people that we should be calling and kind of what we should be saying?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, put them on that
that
ticker tape on the website.
on the site there, and I'll do that.
Suggestion?
Yes.
Follow Michael Moore on Twitter. It's you just type Michael Moore, follow him, and listen to what he's saying. He is a good general spokesman, and he's very clear. So Michael Moore.
Right.
And also
you'll get others.
Tom Hartman on Free Speech TV.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So being the go-to guy, I want pictures, video, anything you think might be good. I'll put together a nice little montage to see what we can get on YouTube. Maybe some music to it, some other stuff, and everything like that. Now, there's something else I want to bring up, and this especially concerns the teachers. We missed an opportunity yesterday, and of course this is one of these kind of hindsight is 20/20 kind of things. We missed this opportunity because I didn't really see it until it had come and gone. But Christine Gregoire was here yesterday at CBC defending her. Is there kids around?
Yeah.
Defending her BS budget cuts to one classroom full of people. Now, we should have been there. If they wouldn't have let us in the doors, they can't stop us from being there. When she's going from the door to her car, we need to be there, asking her tough questions and demanding real answers, not canned answers that don't answer questions. If you are in that situation and you are talking to somebody like Christine Gregoire or Patty Murray or Doc Hastings, you ever get a chance to talk to them, and when they don't give you a real answer, call them on that. Tell them that's not a real answer. You have not answered my questions, because they don't do that. And I'm sure everybody here has noticed that no one's budging in the government to address the concerns of the Occupy movement that's going on across the country and worldwide. That's because we're not doing enough. We're not getting in the face of the politicians like we should be. Everywhere they go, we should be there. Every public appearance they make, we should be there, asking them questions. Sanely, of course, obviously, doing it was a reasonable thing, but we should be there. We need to move the presence further. And I want to point one more thing out. These big corporations, these banks and everything that we are railing against because they've ripped us off with illicit business practices, buying off our politicians, one of the tools that they have that has made them wealthy, it's one of the table legs of what they do is they manipulate the media. So we need to do that. So let's get some information on the site, inundate those people with phone calls, the Herald, KNDU, KView, KEPR, anyone I haven't mentioned that's local, that reports on news at all, hammer them why they're not covering this. This is a big thing going on. This is what we're a part of is nationwide, and they're not taking us seriously. Worldwide, thank you. Yeah, I'll take any volunteers who want to help. If you know how to, Jeremy, I know you said you work with After Effects.
Yeah.
So
one small note: when Gregoire is in a public building, that campus, all of our dollars built that.
That's right.
And we have a right to be there.
That's right.
Now, if there's too many of us to physically fit in the room, then 2 or 3 people go in as a representative and come out and tell us. But we have a right to be there. There are, there are public meeting laws, and you don't have closed door meetings unless it's officially an executive session just to be technical, hiring, firing, and discipline, those are rightfully private matters. But the public business in a public room is our business.
That's right.
It's our business. And as you say, very polite, very properly presented, but there.
Exactly. I also think when we are there, we need to remind them who the boss is. They seem to think they're our boss when we're the ones who pay them. I think that's a reminder they need a lot. They need to be reminded of that quite frequently recently, because they don't, even I think when told, they still don't believe it or care. So, anyway, if anybody has any questions for me personally,
And wants to volunteer.
I just wanted to let you know about Larry Haler's going to be here next Saturday. He's having a coffee. I sent that email to somebody.
bam, there you go.
So he's going to have two of them. It's going to be on Saturday and also again on Wednesday the 16th, and I'll make sure that we get that.
Who?
Good deal.
Larry Haler is having an open discussion at work.
Okay.
And who's that?
On Facebook.
I'm not familiar.
Thank you.
He's a local.
Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you. Thanks for showing up.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Okay.
I had a question for him.
Oh,
What's
question
up?
for you.
I think the real individual that we need to be hammering is the Tim Imans of the world, because he started this whole mess. And I won't say this because that young lady's over there, but I'd like to shove my knuckles down his throat and not stop till they come out somewhere else.
Gotcha.
That is the real source of our dilemma here for anybody in a public venue in this state.
That's right.
And we need to embarrass the living dickens out of that man. And quite
All of them.
truthfully,
Any one
anybody
of them.
connected to him.
Any one of them.
And I personally, as far as I'm concerned, I couldn't care less if the guy sleeps at night because he's deplorable.
So you're going to volunteer as a chief?
I'm going to volunteer to be on this young lady's team.
Okay.
Good deal.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's in the working group? Before we get to
Okay.
soapbox,
Yeah.
if you want to get on, if you have something that you want to say individually from your heart, come over here, get on the list for stack. Once we get through the business, then you can go ahead and say what you need to say. Okay? We need to kind of clear through this.
Yeah, the stack is a list of people who want to speak, and she's got it there. Can we pass it around or get someone to run it around? That way everybody gets to speak.
Facilitators working group, I'll speak quickly. I went around this week and spoke again with the local union. We've got support from SEIU, from KEA, from Teamsters, from pipe fitters, plumbers. Electricians are going to be bringing it before their board, sheet metal wheels as well. So if there's any local unions that have not been contacted yet, please let me know, and I'll do my best to put that on the list and get with them early on in the week. We need their support. This is organized labor, and we can't do this without them. So,
Individuals. We need the individuals.
we need the individuals out here. That's what I've been working on, and I'm done with that. Any questions about that?
Teachers and nurses?
Teachers and nurses. SEIU, I think, is home healthcare workers.
Oh, okay, I didn't know what that was.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it's home healthcare workers.
Okay.
Teachers union has given us their solidarity as well. So yeah, but any others that you guys are aware of, please let me know.
You need any volunteers?
Yes, I could use volunteers. Anybody who's willing to be make some phone calls or go down to a local union hall and work with their organizers or their business agents, please let me know. Be happy to have help. With that, can we open it up to
Yeah, just an update. Stack. Going through the point of contact, what they've been doing.
Okay, just real quick, I'm on the PR team, and I'm not exactly sure on how that's supposed to be coordinated, so if you volunteered for that last week, get with me and we'll try to work out some sort of cohesive cooperation there. But essentially all I have done is throughout the week we planned a couple different events. One was at CBC, the other one was out in front of the mall. Both were very successful in getting exposure and getting a lot of feedback from the community. especially out in front of the mall. I think we got a lot of attention and a lot of traffic obviously going through that area. So later on, well, are we doing proposals right now as well? Or are we just...
Where you're working with?
Yeah. Because since we have such good numbers today, what I was going to propose is that at some point today, we all go over to the mall and demonstrate in front right there, since we have a high traffic. It's Saturday, and it'll get a lot of visibility to what we're doing. And I think that'll help kind of get things going a little bit.
How's everybody feel about that?
Yeah.
I might be able to go.
Okay.
All right, cool. Other than that, if anybody else wants to help coordinate and organize different events, it's probably one of the more important aspects of what we're doing, because it's going to determine, how we're received and perceived by the public. So if you have any ideas on that, or if you want to help out, then just get with me and we'll try to do some more of that.
If you just want to say you're going to be somewhere, put it up as an event and let people know, and get other people to go out with you.
Right. If you guys have an idea at any point, like for example with but for example with the lawmakers, legislators, people like that coming into town, that's the kind of stuff that we will probably need to be coordinating and organizing. So even if it's just, a tweet or a Facebook message or something on the website, so that you can get the message out, the word out, and we can coordinate something and get some people over there. And then, as Jason was saying, we have Bank Transfer Day coming up on the 5th, and we're really hoping that we'll be able to get some people that have existing accounts at either Chase, Bank of America, any one of the major bailed out banks, and get some people over there to close their accounts in an orderly fashion, maybe one at a time, while everybody else demonstrates out on the street, so that we're standing in solidarity with those people that are making that choice to move to a local credit union and support them on that. So, any questions on that? Any volunteers? Right on.
I have an account. I have an old BOA account that I've been holding on to for this event.
Okay, awesome. So there's one account that'll be closed. What was your name?
Vince.
Vince? All right.
Okay.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Has everybody, or who has not seen our website? Okay. All right. Have you tried the discussion forums? Have you looked at the discussion forums?
What is your website?
OccupyTriCities.org.
We have little business cards you can take away with the site on it.
Okay. We've got issues because there's information going out on Facebook, there's issues going out on the website, information going out on the website, and there's also information going out on Meetup. Where do you guys get most of your information from?
Email.
Facebook. I think email and Facebook probably right?
It has been information overload though, because it comes out at the mall.
All right.
There's all kinds of senders and
Right.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to get one email a week of information from OccupyTriCities.org, the best thing to do is go onto the front page and sign up. And that way you'll get at least one email a week telling you what's going on, showing you links to what happened at the last General Assembly.
So that would be that newsletter.
What is that? Did anybody get the newsletter?
yeah.
Anybody?
There's a lot of, like he said, there's like a mountain.
1 million of occupied this.
I know. You
you
can
got it.
spend
I know.
hours
I'm not
keeping up with what's going on in other cities.
Everybody puts not me, but the Occupy at Gmail says, oh, you need to be on this list. So I've got hundreds of
First of
emails
all,
today.
the symbol that he's making right there, everybody, is
That's right.
what do we call that? It's a point of interest or a point of
order.
Point of order. Point of order. There we go.
We're out of order.
Our website designer has been doing a good job of integrating information that goes up on the website is now being forwarded to Facebook automatically. So if you are a Facebook user, you are getting updates and information from our website. But please don't let it replace going to the website, because there are things that, there's a forum there, there's a community calendar, and I don't know if the calendar is actually being forwarded. So you are getting most of the information, but don't let it replace the website. The website is important.
Use it, please. And is anybody using Meetup? All right. You see it?
Can I say something?
What's that?
Oh, we have WordPress, and if you want to write articles, you're welcome to. You just need to get a login from our hosting guy, Bob Valiant.
Put something in the contact form, and we'll get back with you.
Yeah, put it in the contact form. Say, all right, send me a login. You just log in, write an article, and hit submit if you want.
And I suppose we need to develop criteria for actual articles as opposed to a personal piece. So that's something that website team needs to get together. Anybody interested in volunteering to get on the website team?
You know, I'm an English teacher, so I could help you out.
Okay. I have been kind of like the clearinghouse for email and interacting with the website. I am going to be out of town this through the 12th. So, not sure if that's going to affect anything, but I won't be here. Just let you know. Okay. Is there any other point of contact that want to go ahead and give a report?
Well, first of all, I would say, can we have, if anybody's willing to volunteer, to at least maybe take notes at the next GA or facilitate in helping send out communication emails, stuff like that? Perfect. Thank you.
We made reference to a Bob that we're supposed to contact about getting a login. Who is Bob?
Oh.
Mysterious Bob.
Bob is an elusive character.
Okay.
Bob volunteered to set up our website.
Okay, so how do I get access to Bob? Is there a link?
She's got his email, and I can give it to you if you want to give me.
I have an idea for an article, so if I could get a login,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, no problem.
So do we, Jeremy, do we have proposals we need to vote on?
Yeah, we do. Okay, so these are actual proposals that were brought forward by various individuals. If you have anything to add to this, then just let us know and we can put it up for general consensus vote.
How do we vote?
As far as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, but the purpose of the General Assembly is to reach a general consensus. So when we propose something, if you're in favor of it, we'll ask for those in favor. And then for people who just kind of don't have enough information, you just want to stand aside from the vote, then we'll ask for that. And then for people who are opposed to it, who wish to block it because they have a concern that they want to address, then at that point we'll go through each person's grievance or whatever it might be that is causing them to not want to vote for it. So that we're not just kind of blowing these past everybody and doing whatever we want. We want to hear the concerns.
What are the symbols for voting?
The symbols?
This is yes.
Okay, yes.
This is no.
This is no.
This is abstain.
Okay.
And this is block.
And block is serious, like I said. It means that, you have an issue, and then we'll
We
address
can't
it.
proceed until we take care of this.
Right. So, first up on the list, do you want to go through these?
You're doing
Sure?
good.
All right.
You're good.
See, this is how you get involved right here. All right, so I guess the first issue is the nonpartisan issue. In a general sense, we're supposed to be a nonpartisan movement, and so I guess there's certain things that come across negatively if we're out saying, if we're targeting specific politicians, for example, and like demonizing them with a sign that